루나? 오이구 착해라. 루나? 루나, 뭐 먹었어? 응? 뭐 먹었어, 뭐? 아이고, 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 아이고.
얘가 안 맞아 지금.
왜?
이게 됐는데 일단 내가
착해.
Lie awake in the morning with a light upon her skin. Coffee cup before the day begins. Don't go, stay a while. We'll slow it all the way back down. Time is still and nowhere to be. Birds are talking outside. Give space for the words we hold inside to come out. So stay a while. We'll slow it all the way back down. Sunlight dances on the balcony as I wait for thee to come home. The phone wires, yeah, my mind's on it. When you're in my arms, glad you're home. We stay here, never leave. You walked into my life and I am glad you came, glad you came. When you're not around, I've been broken. Glad you came, glad you came. I was lost till I fell in your eyes, had me wondering why you feel like home. I hold you close so you're by my side till the end of time. Before we go, we stay here, never leave. You walked into my life and I am glad you came, glad you came. When you're not around, I've been broken. Glad you came, glad you came, glad you came, glad you came, glad you came.